put your blame on me.
Hello, and welcome to another edition of the Nate Moore Show, on the air with you every Wednesday night. Our show is brought to you by Reliable Heating and Cooling. I'm your host, Darian Washington, along with Coach Moore. Coach, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me, Darian.
Last Saturday, the Tigers defeated McKinley 16-15. The Tigers are now 7-3 and have qualified for the playoffs. Coach, take us back to the last few seconds of the McKinley game and what was going through your mind.
There's really only one thing going through my mind, and that was beat Boardman.
The Tiger defense was able to keep the McKinley offense in check most of the game. How were you able to do that?
I think our coaching staffs on either side of the ball had really good game plans, and our guys executed it on the grass and played well, and they played with great discipline and were where they were supposed to be, and executed, tackled well, blocked well. It was a good game.
On offense, the Tigers relied heavily on the run game, featuring Jameer Thomas. Tell us more about him and the play of the offensive line.
Yeah, we felt like we really needed Jameer to go the distance offensively for us to have a chance to win this game in the fourth quarter, and limited his snaps on defense because we needed him to go the distance, run the football, and he ended up carrying the ball 42 times, which I think is second best all time in a game. And so, he's a very, very physical runner, and I think that was a factor in kind of wearing down their defense. And our offensive line played well. Our right tackle, Jory Maddox, had his best game of the season, graded at 86%. And just really proud of how we played up front.
On special teams, you were able to convert a fake field goal and stop a fake by McKinley. Those were two huge plays in the game, weren't they?
Yeah, it was actually a fake punt, but it was 4th and 1, and I think about the 46-yard line going in, and so it's a good spot to call one of those, and the kids executed it. It was a direct snap to Preston Hodges, and he squirted through for a first down, and great execution. And then we knew that they were going to call a fake punt at some point during the game. That's kind of their MO, and it was a 4th and quite a bit. I don't recall exactly, maybe a 4th and 12 or 4th and 15, and they got it close, but Jameer Thomas came up with a really big tackle to bring him down about a yard short of the first down.
In a moment, we'll meet a Tiger coach and hear more from Coach Moore. But first, this word from Reliable Heating and Cooling.
Everything that goes into a Lennox system is engineered for absolute comfort. Like the parts that create your perfect temperature and humidity, or the parts that purify the air. Together, all these parts save you up to half off your heating and cooling bills. And there are few things more comforting than that.
The future of home comfort is here now at Reliable Heating and Cooling. Get the latest innovation and technology at Reliable.
Lennox. Innovation never felt so good.
Hi, my name is Michelle Keller.
And I'm Matt Keller, and these are our sons, Vinny and Tommy.
We are supporters of the Massillon City School System.
Please remember that the Massillon City Schools has a renewal levy on the ballot this November 7th, issue 43. This levy was first passed in 2012 and generates $3.4 million for the district. Issue 43 is not a new tax.
Vote yes for issue 43.
Thank you, Reliable Heating and Cooling. Joining Coach Moore and I is Neil Huth. What made you become a coach?
So coming into the year, the plan was to play my senior year and play it all the way through, but our first day of contact, I got a reoccurring injury that I've been struggling with the past 2 seasons as well, and that shut me down for the year. And almost immediately after, Coach Moore approached me and asked me if I would like to help out on the coaching staff. And I knew that I wasn't going to be going anywhere. I was still going to be there every day, and what better way to spend my time than help out our guys. So.
What type of coach are you?
I'm an assistant defensive line coach.
Who are some of the players that you work with on a daily basis?
So my main four guys, I got my senior, which is Ty Kearns. I got my two juniors, which is Deion Williams and Hunter Wantz, and then my sophomore, which is Ethan Tobin.
How do you enjoy working with Coach Moore?
Coach Moore, he's a great guy. He's a great guy to be around. A wonderful role model. I look up to him a lot. He teaches me a lot. He teaches all of us a lot. So I enjoy working with him a bunch.
As a defensive lineman coach, give us a scouting report on Boardman's offense.
So Boardman's offense, they're a 4-5 spread team. They run it without a tight end. Their quarterback, he's a very good athlete. He's a very good football player. The best at quarterback that we've seen so far this year. He's a smart football player. He can make plays in the air and on his feet. Their offensive line, they're pretty big across the board. Our D-line's really going to have to focus on not getting moved off the ball, making sure we stay heels depth. They run some trap, so we got to make sure we stay heels depth, not create any seams. And their running back is also a former quarterback, so he's going to be a smart football player. He's going to be able to make plays. We're going to have to really work to contain him as well.
Coach Moore, what are your thoughts on Neil being on your coaching staff?
You know, when we lost Neil as a player, we lost a returning starter, 2-year returning starter. We lost a guy that was, probably going to start for us on both sides of the ball, so it was a huge loss for us, from that standpoint. But it's been a huge gain for us also. It's really nice to have two defensive line coaches. It's a type of position similar to offensive line where you really benefit from being able to separate some guys and work specifically on techniques relative to the different spots. And it's also really nice to have a guy that can, pull the younger guys off and the JV guys, and those guys really look up to Neil, and to have him do some work with them specifically has been great. And he's also a guy that'll do anything that's asked of him, and that's one of the biggest things that you look for when you're hiring coaches is guys with no ego that, the biggest thing they want to do is whatever they can to help, and that's who Neil is, and so he's been a great addition to the staff.
Coach, your Tigers play Boardman in the opening round of the WHS-TV playoffs this Friday night at Paul Brown Tiger Stadium. What can you tell us about their football program?
Well, this is the first time that Massillon has played Boardman, so it's a unique opportunity for us to make Massillon 1-0 against Youngstown Boardman. They are a physical football team. They pride themselves on running the football and stopping the run. And I think that's the strength of their team also. Their defensive line is very good. Their offensive line is very good. Their quarterback runs really well. Neil talked about that. And, they have a couple good running backs, really. So the biggest key for us is to continue to build off of the physical nature play that we played with this past week, and continue to take that up a notch every week, and out physical this very physical Boardman team.
And finally, what do you see as the keys for a Tiger win against Boardman this Friday night?
And we're going to have to run the football and stop the run. Those are always keys every week. Continue to protect the football, limit turnovers. If we can, gain some turnovers on the defense, that's always a plus. But the biggest thing is limiting our mistakes, and we've done a good job of that so far.
We want to thank Coach Moore and Neil Huth for joining us on the show today. The Nate Moore Show is brought to you each week by Reliable Heating and Cooling. I'm your host, Darian Washington. Thanks for watching, and as always, go Tigers.
One way up, no way out. I give it all for the family. We stay up, no bailouts. Give it all for the family.
Massillon City Schools is proud to have one of the top career technical education programs in the state of Ohio, recently receiving a #1 ranking of the 93 districts in the area of achievement. Our Career Technical Education Department offers 14 pathways preparing students for college and careers. All students have the opportunity to participate and compete in their career technical student organization, as well as obtain valuable experience in the field while earning aligned industry credentials and/or college credit in high school. Visit massillonschools.org for more information.